Biocera application procedures. Base preparation. Mask where the surface meets doorways, frames, plinths, etc. with masking tape. Apply masking tape 6 mm away from the board to allow for a coating thickness of 5 mm plus a relief margin of 1 mm. Pour the LN paste into a plastic container and mix thoroughly with the same amount of water. Use the LN paste bottle to measure the amount of water. Add the water gradually to avoid lumps forming. Use the specified roller to apply the mixture to the plasterboard joints, external and internal corners, and other areas where surface preparation is needed. Apply the LN tape to those areas and press down with the roller. Apply the LN paste mixture thoroughly to the indented areas such as the bevel-edged plasterboard joints. Apply and rub down the LN tape until it becomes flat. Apply the LN paste mixture on the top to moisten it. If the LN tape sticks out due to moisture, press down with your hands until it is smooth again, as if you were removing air bubbles between the tape and the plasterboard joints. Apply the LN tape to the external and internal joints. Before applying, fold the LN tape to make a crease. It will make it easier to handle. It is recommended to use a two-way corner angle, 5K, to support the external corners for an easy application and a smooth finish. When the LN tape dries out completely, make sure that there is no air between the LN tape and the plasterboards. Mixing. You will need to have 7.5 liters of fresh, clean water per bag of the product ready. Pour some of the water into a plastic bucket for plastering, 300 mm diameter, first, and then add the product and mix them with the high-speed agitator. Gradually add the rest of the water and product while mixing thoroughly. To ensure a thorough mix, use a large agitator with rounded blades to prevent the fine strands of fiber in the mix from tangling around it. Remember to remove the residue sticking to the sides of the plastic bucket and mix it in too. Mix thoroughly until the fine strands of fiber in the paste disappear. Be aware that insufficient mixing can cause color irregularity. Wait for 10 minutes until the product fully absorbs the water. Mix the paste for 2 minutes. There are a few points to be aware of. This product is a lime-based plaster. Never mix additional fresh new product with a batch already mixed. You cannot use mixtures made from different mixing times on the same surface either. You should therefore calculate the amount of materials needed to cover the wall in preparation for mixing. Wash all tools, including buckets, after making and using each batch. Do not use water used to clean the tools. Doing so will cause color irregularity. Always add only the specified amount of water and carefully follow the mixing times for pre-mixing, settling, and final mixing. Avoid applying when the air temperature is 5 degrees Celsius or cooler. If this is not avoidable, manage the room temperature as carefully as possible. Application. There are a few points to be aware of. Finish the application within 1 hour after mixing the product and water. If you apply a layer of the product of less than 5 millimeters, it may fail to harden properly, or color irregularity or pattern defects may be caused by aggregated rolling. Close windows and entrances for a period of up to 12 hours from the time of application to protect the surface. About 12 hours after application, generally the next day, thoroughly ventilate the room to dry the plaster. This will prevent dry spots and mold. The standard painting thickness is 5 millimeters. Apply the base layer of approximately 2 millimeters to the plasterboards. This will help the finished surface to dry evenly. You can apply quickly as the base layer does not have to be uniform at this stage. Wait for 10 to 15 minutes after applying the base layer before applying another layer of 5 millimeters. Smooth out the plaster immediately to flatten out uneven areas with a finishing trowel or plastic blade. It is okay to leave some strokes of a trowel. Do not plaster repeatedly. Finish. Finishing patterns. The finished look will vary depending on the pressure and angle of the trowel and who applies it. Those working with this product are encouraged to make a sample themselves and check it before application. Soft hairline finish. Using a single row brush. Slowly brush the surface horizontally with the single row brush to produce a soft hairline effect. For the best result, do not brush over long distances. Instead, use short strokes of about 50 to 70 centimeters long. Arabake, coarse bristle brush finish. Slowly brush the surface horizontally with the specified bristle brush. For the best result, do not brush over long distances. Instead, use short strokes of about 50 to 70 centimeters long. Once the lines are done, check the firmness of the surface for the desired effect and lightly flatten the grain lines by skimming a plastic blade horizontally over the surface. Random trowel pattern. Using a small square trowel. Press the trowel down and move it horizontally about 30 centimeters to produce the horizontal line effect. Repeat the strokes in rows of an alternating pattern. Nadegiri, stroke and cut finish. Hold the finishing trowel sideways and press the tip down while dragging it back. Repeat the strokes in rows of an alternating pattern. Yamanami, ridgeline pattern. Using the set of 3 specified ridged rollers. Then, use a small ridged roller for left and right edges and roll it slowly from the top to the bottom to create a vertical pattern strip. Soften the ridged roller sponge by soaking it in a bucket of clean water for more than 30 minutes before you begin finishing. Wring the water out by hand thoroughly from the roller before use. Use a big roller to create a surface pattern. Use this roller for the top and the bottom edges. Overlap the pattern by about 3 centimeters and create another vertical pattern strip. Repeat this to finish. Wadachi, furrow pattern. Use the set of specified ribbed rollers. Roll the specified ribbed roller slowly up and down to make a furrow pattern. Then move the roller 1 groove width to the right to make another furrow pattern, this time narrowing the width of the furrow. Be sure to read and understand these procedures thoroughly before applying this product. Takachiho Shirasu Corporation.